Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly and I make sewing and fashion videos. And today's video I have a haul basically. I'm sharing what I bought at the stitching show, which was in London a few weeks ago, Sewing for Pleasure show, which is at the NEC, and I also visited a trade show. So I've got a few bits from all of these things, all these events that I've been to, and I thought I'd share what I got. So I've got my bag down here with all my stuff in. I've just stopped to film this video because I've been draping, so this is why lots of stuff's going on here. As my ring light was out, I thought I'd film it now. So let's get into the video and start with the first thing that I bought. First thing, should we do this first? Let's do this first. At the NEC there was the Button Queen, and she's got this really cool stand basically. She specialises in sort of vintage buttons. She sources them, she finds them, and the businesses she's a third generation of this business, so it was really interesting talking to her. And she had some really lovely vintage buttons which were like china, metal, like really interesting stuff, but I didn't have a project that I needed them for, and they were sitting there about the £5 per button sort of thing, so I wanted to kind of know what I wanted to make. But she had these baskets and you could with packs of buttons, and I think there were 3 packs for £5, so I got 3 packs. Let me share with what I bought. So the first set of buttons is all like packs of 8, so each pack's got 8 buttons in, which I thought was quite good actually. There's quite a lot of buttons. These gold sort of little rope sort of detail around the outside, which is really interesting, and they're really little and really gold, and I thought these would be really nice for more of a fancy button. Like a lot of dresses I make sometimes have a button at the neck, so you know, just or a gown, which I think would just look quite nice with a little bit of pop of gold. And I haven't got any gold buttons or any metallic buttons really in my stash, so I got them first. Then the next set of buttons I got are these black and grey, I hope you can see them, tortoiseshell buttons. They're a little bit bigger, and I bought these because I made some jeans the other day and didn't have any buttons to go with it, and I thought a nice black button or grey button, you can always just use it, and they're a great size for jeans, shirts, that sort of thing, so I thought I'd definitely get use out of them. And then the third set of buttons I bought are more interesting. They're a bit more, they're quite fat, and I like that, and they're gunmetal on the front, and they've got this indent, I hope you can see, of number 1, and then they're sort of silver on the back where you fasten onto the garment. But I thought that was really interesting, and they've got quite a lot of weight to them and felt that kind of vintage vibe that I really liked. So yeah, I was really excited that I found them. And she had a really cool what's it called, business card, and let me see if I got it in my bag. Here it is. She gave it to me. Look how big. It's a massive wooden button basically, and it's got the Button Queen there and all her details on the back, so it's really cool. She gave it to me and I was like, what is this? That was my business card. I was like, oh, of course it is. But anyway, that's the first thing I bought at the NEC. Just realised I also bought some more fabric at the NEC from this really lovely sort of Italian sourced fabric company. I think they're called Stitch on Instagram. I'll leave them linked. I got this lovely silk chiffon printed. It's very unique, and I haven't got it. It's actually upstairs, but I'm going to be using it for this dress. I've just been draping the design, and I'm going to have it sort of like flowing over the top, so actually that's quite cool. I'm going to wait for the reveal of that fabric on this video because I'm filming a video about how I made this dress, and it was £6 per, it's more of a panel. I think it was like 1.10 meters, so a little bit more than a metre, so I thought it was really good value, and it looked really beautiful, so I'm really excited about that dress. I think that's all I got from the NEC. I don't think oh no, there might be something else in the bottom, but we'll find. Once I find, I've got everything in the bag. So once I find it, I'll tell you where I bought it. But next up is this beautiful fabric. This was from the Stitch Festival from New Craft House. New Craft House is like ex-designer dead stock, and I saw this and thought, yes, I want this. It is a beautiful pale pink satin crepe fabric. It's got some weight and it's got a tiny bit of give, like a little bit of stretch, nothing too much, but it's just beautiful. I think I bought 3 or 4 meters. It's a bit creased where I've already washed it and then didn't hang up or anything. Oh, I have got quite a lot. Yeah, I think I got 4 meters of that. Now it was £16 a meter. All their sort of fabric are at that kind of price point, purely because they're such good quality, ex-designer. Yeah, so all those sort of fabrics, their fabrics do tend to start at the £10 a meter, but it's really worth it for the quality. Now I bought this fabric for, I want to make like a dress for my graduation. I graduated from university in 2020 with my fashion degree, and because of the pandemic I haven't been able to have my graduation, so it's this summer, 2 years later, and I thought I'm going to make my own dress for it. So when I saw this fabric, I thought that would make a really nice fancy maybe midi dress in the summer for the graduation. So I'm very excited to share. I'll be sharing all about this. I haven't got the design yet. I'm working on it. So that's one of the fabrics that I bought. Gosh, it's quite a lot actually. It's quite heavy, so let me just put that there. Oh, pile it up next to me. Right, the next fabric that I bought from Stitch Festival is a lot more cheaper fabric, basically. It's a poly fabric, and I don't normally buy polys at all, but I saw this print and I thought I really want that, and it would make a beautiful kimono. So kimono, I thought it would be better for a poly fabric. And it's this lovely pink, red, and some nude sort of shades in there, paisley printed fabric. It's got some lovely drape. And this was around £6 a metre, I think. And I don't know who I bought it for. It was on like a stand, and it had tons and tons and tons of fabric. And I didn't actually catch the name of it. And I think I bought 1.5 meters purely for my kimono. I've got some really nice long white fringing, which I used my degree. So I got some left over. And I thought this print is so like boho and paisley that the fringing will work really well, maybe at the bottom of the kimono or on the sleeves, I thought. So yeah, loving that. I can't wait to make that, because that'll be quite a quick make as well. I can knock up a kimono in like a couple of hours. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. This is something that I bought at the NEC from a little like craft supply store, and it's this fabulous seam ripper. I did a vlog about me going shopping at the Stitch Festival and at the NEC, so I'll leave them linked below if you want to see me go around the show, show you things that I didn't buy, those sort of things. So, but anyway, I bought this lovely seam ripper. It's really great. It's nice and delicate here, but it's got a brilliant handle, so I can really grip and unpick my threads. This was £1.50, which I thought was really good for it, and it comes with a nice little case. And I chose red, matches my nail varnish perfectly, as I love red. So I thought that was a brilliant little purchase, as everyone needs a seam ripper, everyone. And the last 2 bits that are really exciting from the Stitch Festival, they're from a very small sort of stand, and it had like trims, it had a bit of fabric, she had a bit of everything, and it was really lovely, lovely store. I think I got her details and I'll leave it linked. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of it was, but she had these amazing Indian trims. She said that she got them from India, and she sort of just like asks for an order and she doesn't really know what arrives, but I just fell in love with this one. It's quite wide. I'd say it's a good 5-10 centimeters width actually. And it's got this beautiful pink. It's coming up a little bit more yellow on camera, but it's a bit more pink in real life. Sparkly trims on this nude back. And I just thought, like on the dress, maybe like a V neckline here, or some type of detail neck. That's what I was visualising when I bought it. I think it was around £6 a metre, and I bought quite a lot, purely because I'm never going to find it again. I didn't want to make a dress and think, oh, I wish I bought more. It kind of gave me, do you know the designer? Sorry, my dishwasher's making a noise in the background. The designer Templey London, they have these really beautiful embroideries, very similar, and it just reminded me of it. So I bought quite a lot. Oh gosh, I want to say I bought 4 meters, and it was around £5 or £6 a meter. So I spent a little bit on trims, but it's just so beautiful. I think it's going to make a really, really nice dress. So I bought a lot. How lovely is that? And then, so this is more the thicker one, which was a little bit more expensive. And I also bought, this one was a lot cheaper. It's like £1.50 a metre, and I loved it. It's a similar vibe, but obviously very different. It's black backed trim, and it's got this beautiful, focus, embroidery multicoloured, and this gold sequiny detail. I think I bought 2 meters of this, and I thought maybe for like the bottom of a mini skirt. I was talking to a lady also, she had the idea around like a tote bag, just to make it a little bit more jazzy. I really love that, so I'm really excited to find something to use this for. But as is it in the video I share, and on my Instagram, always on my Instagram, loads, she had so many different trims, and it was just so hard to choose from. It was wonderful. It was, yeah, really lovely store. Now the next thing I got from the trade centre, trade show in NEC, and it was gifted to me as like a sample. I thought I'd share it because it's really interesting. It's this kit by Needcraft Handmade by You, and they do lampshade kits. So this is the 30 centimetre lampshade kit, and inside you have all the metal, like circle bits here, circle bits there, and then the backing to then you can choose whatever fabric you want to make and make your own lampshade. Now I thought this would be a really cool kind of scrap fabric project that use up scraps, use remnants. I thought it was really lovely, and I really need a new lampshade for my sewing room. The one over my desk, it looks pretty but it doesn't give any good light for sewing, so I thought I'd try and make my own. So yes, that's very exciting. I think I'll probably share this over on YouTube or Instagram when I make it as kind of a tutorial. But yeah, really exciting. They do them in loads of different sizes as well, so I think this is more like a lampshade, like a bigger one, but it's 30 centimetres, so it would be, yeah. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It's a free way that you can support my content if you enjoy it. So I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.